been very, very grateful, very gracious, and great hosts. The one-to-one hotels have been awesome, and also the UAE SUP, Timmy and the gang there, as well as the Abu Dhabi Sailing and Yacht Club. And we're going to be doing something interesting tomorrow, racing in Abu Dhabi, and also doing a clinic on Sunday with a bunch of kids. So that's going to be so much fun.
Awesome. Paul Jackson is going. Nice re-entry.
He chose to go for all the speed for one turn. There's kind of a choice when the closeout section occurs. If you want to get one turn, it's all a matter of how much you want to work and how much you want to try to fit those two turns into the wave, because sometimes if you have a little bit of a mishap on the first turn, it affects your second turn, which has been the money turn throughout the event on the closeout section. So Paul just going with all the speed for that one big move.
Donc voilà, Paul en fait a choisi de faire qu'un turn, parce qu'en fait sur le close-out, il y a moyen de faire un premier petit turn, un premier snap, et donc après un gros re-entry ou un air. Donc lui, il a choisi de prendre de la vitesse pour se concentrer sur la partie qui est la plus importante, qui va scorer le plus, qui est l'air, le re-entry.
And now Benoit is headed out for his two closeout chances. His first one, he kind of slipped off the board, so you know he's got to really, he might be having a little bit of pressure right now
donc
to
là, Benoît a un petit peu de
perform.
pression parce que donc il a loupé sa première vague. Donc là, j'espère que tout le monde en France est en train de suivre le live et l'encourager. Donc on va en envoyer plein de bonnes énergies pour Benoît, pour qu'il nous envoie un bon air sur sa starboard.
And yes, we also got to say thank you to all of our sponsors back here. When we get a shot of us, we do have a lot of contributors here with Starboard, Nash, JP Australia, Fanatic, Art and Surf, Corban, Big Sup, Rogue, Puka Patch, Body Glove, Mistral, as well as Focus, and of course the Waterman League heading up all of the
Benoît qui rame.
activities here.
Voilà, il est bien parti près du mur, c'est bien. Premier snap, voilà, les prises de vitesse et un re-entry. Donc pour l'instant, je pense qu'il a décidé d'assurer.
Pretty good combination right there. The first turn was very crisp and solid. No digging of the rail and nothing to mess him up. So he went into the second section with the appropriate speed, and we'll see how that score comes through.
Donc maintenant pour sa dernière vague, donc là il faut vraiment qu'il lâche les chiens comme on dit. Hein. Il va falloir tout donner. Là, il a assuré, mais maintenant il faut tout donner pour être sûr d'avoir un bon score, parce qu'il n'y a que 2 places dans ce round mort subite, dans cette série mort subite.
So if you were in this round, you're not, of course, you were able to be in the top 6 yesterday, but this round is a little bit different, having your choice, because when we go to the quarterfinal, we will go back to the same criteria, same format that we had yesterday. But if you were in this round, what would you be choosing out there today for your rides?
I think I will choose like one right, or maybe 2 right and 1 left. The left is really good.
Yeah.
And I think when it's windy like that, backside, if you're stuck on the top of the wave, it's easier to come back on the wave.
I saw you get a pretty good left on your last one.
Yeah.
You went, that second turn, you went for the high critical snap.
And I
just
get
a
stuck.
little bit too high.
Exactly.
But I knew where your head was at when I was watching it. And that's what you kind of need to do to, if you want to win this thing, you got to go big.
You get it, exactly, because everybody is ripping, you know.
Yeah.
The Caio, the Vaz Brava are ripping. Everybody is ripping. Mm-hmm. It's incredible.
And here goes Benoit on his last chance here.
Premier turn. Allez, oh non. Donc voilà, il a voulu faire un premier snap pagaie inversé et donc le rail a mordu et il est tombé.
Well, they will be counting one high score from all of these waves ridden, so at least he's lucky. He got that second score that could be enough. We just have to wait and see. Kieran did get a pretty good one, 2 pretty good ones, but I think maybe Kieran's second one might have been his best. It was very crisp, but Jamie Mitchell, Bo Nixon, Fernando Stalla, they've got their work cut out for them. They're coming up next, and if we can get Justin to bring the graphic on who has chosen which waves. I think Jamie Mitchell has chosen, these are all regular footers, so they all at least have 1 or 2 rights, but I think some of them may have chosen the closeout too. So right now they're resetting the machine to go back to the right-handers, which is so cool. All you got to do is flip a switch and it's like, okay, here comes the rights.
Ça, c'est vraiment l'avantage de la piscine, c'est qu'on... Ah, one close out first. Donc en fait, ils vont commencer par le close out, et donc c'est Jamie Mitchell, donc qui est 10 fois champion du monde de paddleboard, donc qui est vraiment un waterman accompli. Les premiers jours, il a un petit peu du mal dans la piscine, et là, il commence à bien s'adapter. Bon, il avait une nouvelle planche.
Yep, so a little correction. We're going to stick with the closeouts for these surfers right here. They're going to be surfing their closeout waves. I think they all chose to do one closeout each, and then they're going to do 2 rights each. So that'll be the format here for this heat number 2 of this sudden death round. And I think you were saying Jamie Mitchell is a very famous paddleboarder and world champion. Here he is up and riding. One little check turn as he goes into the section. And going for the layback tail slide, still trying to hold on, needs to come up but cannot. So Jamie with one little check turn and incomplete, probably won't be enough.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do something a lot better to get out of this round. Like you said, everybody's ripping and everybody's so hungry to get into the quarterfinals where you are.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Donc voilà, c'était Jamie Mitchell. Donc la série, c'est Jamie Mitchell, Bo Nixon et Fernando Stala du Mexique. Donc ils ont choisi chacun un close-out et après de droite. Donc là, on part sur le close-out. Le prochain, c'est Bo Nixon.
So we have 2 Australians, Jamie Mitchell and Bo Nixon, doing battle with one Mexican, our lone Mexican, our only Mexican athlete in this Abu Dhabi All-Stars here in the United Arab Emirates. And I saw him warming up today. He had a couple of nice waves.
Yes.
A couple that, you know, he looked like he was still trying to figure out the wind and
And he's stuck on his feet. He's a strong guy.
Yeah.
You feel that he's stuck.
Yeah.
And yesterday on the expression session, he put some nice air yesterday.
Yeah. He did very well yesterday. So we have this heat number 2, and then we're going to go to heat number 3 with our all goofy footers, and it's kind of good how it worked out.
Yeah.
You know, we have 6 regular footers and 3 goofy footers, so that works out best for the pool operator.
Exactly.
To make it as easy as you can to operate the machine. As we see, this is Bo Nixon from Australia, and gets a little tap off the top, and now into the big closeout. Vertical snap, cannot hold on, but that was a little bit more vertical than what we've seen.
It was 12 o'clock, I think, huh?
Yeah, it was very close. And I think that's what the judges like to see also. I mean, of course, you know, Zane Schweitzer yesterday with that perfect 10 snap and a big aerial, big aerial. But
one of the best I ever seen, I think, in stand-up paddle.
Yeah.
Because he landed perfectly. It was height, fins out, and just land perfect. Smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Donc hier, Zane Schweizer a envoyé un super air pendant la série 3 de close-out. Il a vraiment sorti les fins, il est bien monté haut et surtout il a replaqué parfaitement. C'était vraiment un des plus belles airs que j'ai pu voir en stand-up.
Last September, we were in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and they were having a race there. Of course, there was a hurricane passing by, so we had like 5-6 foot Hawaiian size, and they were racing through that big stuff. But he showed me a picture of him doing an air on a stand-up paddle, and that was the first time last September. Was like, whoa, you guys are doing airs on stand-up paddle boards? That's gnarly.
Nice. The sport it's just going on a level. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Everybody going board very short, smaller board, and no, it's really nice.
It's almost like watching surfing, regular conventional surfing, how it progressed, but it's doing it so much faster.
And the judge are judging, you know, like surfing, because they don't like when it's flat, turn. They really like on the rail.
Right.
Ah, le Mexicain qui part, donc là il part à take-off, premier turn, prise de vitesse et un beau re-entry. Ah, dommage, son pied avant glisse.
Looked like his timing was off just a little bit on that second turn, and was almost trying to force the tail out. And here's a replay. We'll see the takeoff is pretty close to the wall. You can actually get a little closer.
Exactly.
But that first turn kind of sets it up here, and he works that speed with the paddle, and then just kind of, I think he thought he was going to get a little more lift off.
Exactly.
Right there.
that the ball will lose a little bit more.
So now we're back to Jamie Mitchell, and they all chose one closeout and two right-handers. So we're going all rights from this point on in this heat number 2, and then we'll be getting into heat number 3 with our goofy foots doing a few lefts and some closeouts.
Então, se o Brasil está acordado, bom dia para o Brasil. Acho que agora está muito cedo, deve ser 5 horas da manhã. Não tem Brasil na água porque todos os brasileiros conseguiram passar direto às quartas de final, quebraram os brasileiros ontem. Foi uma Brazilian Storm. Então eles não estão agora nessa bateria de morta súbita, sudden death. Mas então, por isso eu acho que vocês brasileiros estão dormindo aí, porque só depois que vai chegar a ação dos brasileiros.
And yeah, our field here, we've got all 4 Brazilians have passed that round and are into the quarterfinals, so they gotta be pretty happy. All of the Brazilian viewers online must be pretty happy.
Yeah,
because
everybody I think is really happy from Brazil.
Yeah, they have all 4 guys in the quarters. The Hawaiians have just 2, and France has just you.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
And me,
if,
I'm French with my passport, but my heart is in Brazil,
Oh,
I
yeah.
live in Brazil.
Okay, so you're a Brazilian
French Brazilian.
resident. Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Brazilian resident.
So we have possibly 5 Brazilian residents in the quarterfinals. So you guys are taking over that quarters, it looks like. And we have all 4 Australians trying to play catch up right now, all near the bottom and trying to work their way into the quarterfinals. We have 2 of them in this heat right here. Jamie Mitchell is going to get his second chance, and he'll do a right-hander. But it's pretty amazing how the conditions change from yesterday to today.
Yeah.
You think of the desert, you think of this area as being just one type of climate, one type of environment, like, oh, it's just hot and dry and that's it. But you forget about the wind factor, and over these flat sands, you have this big mountain rising, and I don't know if that affects the way the wind blows,
sure.
but it's very, very strong today.
Yeah.
I woke up to a sandstorm outside my door.
Yeah, sandstorm, yeah, sure.
So it definitely, and when we're on the way here, we're hoping it's not affecting the wave too much. But yeah, when we got out there, even on a short board, paddling into the wave, you have to sit a little further in.
Exactly. Là, c'est pas facile avec le vent. On pense que les conditions sont toujours pareilles parce qu'on est dans le désert, mais là, voilà, ce matin, on s'est tous réveillés avec beaucoup de vent, limite tempête de sable, et voilà, je pense qu'en plus avec la montagne, ça doit accélérer un petit peu. Et donc le vent rentre vraiment side offshore, tribord. Donc là, c'est parfait pour faire du windsurf, mais bon, pour le stand-up, ça le fait quand même, hein, mais c'est pas les conditions idéales d'hier.
So we should have a wave popping up any second now. It's pretty cool. You can count on a wave coming.
Yeah.
You know there's a wave coming. It's not like you're watching your clock and hoping for a wave to come in the last few minutes. It's like, this wave is gonna come and I'm gonna catch it. And we'll see what Jamie Mitchell's able to do. Takes off kind of close to the wall in a good position. Big bottom turn. And then a nice little snap right there. Nothing all that radical. Now he speeds through the inside section. And just a couple of taps off the top. Working it all the way through to the inside.
Donc Jamie Mitchell qui a pris une bonne vague. Donc je pense qu'il a quand même décidé d'assurer. Parce qu'il a pas trop poussé. Mais bon, voilà, il a assuré sa vague. Et là, d'après l'image, on dirait que le vent est en train de baisser un petit peu. It looks like the wind is dropping a little bit.
It seems it's dropping just a little.
This wave was really nice, huh?
Yeah, it was very clean on the face.
Clean and, premier bon turn, hein?
His board is a little bit big.
Yeah.
I heard him mention earlier a few days ago that he was hoping that he could get his new smaller board in time. He was down in Southern California. The board was being made up in Santa Cruz. He just couldn't make it happen in time and had to bring that board. And you can see it's affecting his wave riding just a little bit, compared to the rest of the guys in the field.
Donc là, on voit quand même que Jamie Mitchell a une planche assez grande. Il espérait recevoir sa petite planche avant de partir, qui est faite a priori au sud de Santa Cruz. Et il a pas reçu sa planche plus petite. Donc c'est vrai qu'on sent sur la vague qu'il a une planche quand même assez grande. Heureusement, c'est quand même un gars costaud, donc il arrive à bien la bouger. Mais c'est vrai que par rapport aux autres riders, on sent vraiment qu'il a une planche plus grande.
So it's got to be kind of an honor for you to be invited with this field of 15 athletes, because you got, Jamie Mitchell is, of course, hands down the best paddleboarder in
Yeah.
the world. Pretty much the Kelly Slater of paddling.
Of paddling, yeah, for sure. It's a case of paddling.
And then you got a bunch of young Hawaiians, you got Australians, and of course the Brazilian contingency is very strong, so it must be an honor.
Yeah, for me it's an honor. C'est Bo Nixon donc qui part sur la droite, bottom. Premier beau turn,
That was
super
nice.
premier beau turn. Deuxième snap, il le passe. Super, donc prise de vitesse et un petit off the top pour finir.
So that was, you could see, even from here where we are sitting far away, he really threw a lot of power into that turn.
It's a strong guy. Eh?
Yeah.
You can see on his surfing, it's power surfing.
So here he goes in the takeoff and sets up the bottom turn perfect
Really
on
nice.
the rail, and then really puts his body into
Yeah.
it. And more importantly, he completed it and
Yeah.
then went right into the second one. Almost lost it right
Yeah,
there,
but
but did a
it's
great job holding on.
Donc très bonne vague de Bo Nixon australien. Donc 2 premiers gros turns et vraiment le style australien bien power surfing. Top.
See
Bravo.
some of the kids watching right there in the
Yeah,
shoreline,
yeah,
some of
yeah.
the locals enjoying the show from all of our paddlers from around the world. We've got actually from our athletes from Australia, France, Brazil, Hawaii, California. Actually, we just have, I think, only one Californian
Yeah. Daniel.
in Daniel Hughes, and a young, exciting guy. We should see him coming up next in the Goofy Foot Heat with Connor Baxter and Noah Janella. So this will be Fernando's second attempt, I believe.
And yeah, for sure, it's an honor for me to be with this guy, and it's so good vibe with everybody. You know, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Everybody's so cool.
Yeah.
Pushing each other, and it's so nice to be together. You know, here,
Yeah.
surfing in this pool.
It's a very healthy competition. you can
Exactly.
sense. And here goes
And-
Fernando. Nice takeoff there for Fernando. Bottom turn shows the fin. Nice hard snap right there. You talked about his power that he's got, that Mexican power he's throwing into his second turn, and a third, kind of similar to Bo. I think Bo had a little more
Yeah.
smooth and more flow.
More flow, exactly.
Yeah.
It keeps the speed between the maneuver.
Yeah, very
But
well
it
connected.
was good. Voilà, premier turn. Donc le bottom, il est un peu moins radical que Beau pour le bottom.
That bottom turn, the second bottom turn, looked like he had a little bit of a skip right there that affected his top turn.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Sometimes on the bottom of the wave is like some
A little bit of bumps, yeah.
exactly, a little bit of bumps. Donc souvent sur la vague, en bas de vague, quand on fait le bottom, on est un petit peu gêné par des petits bumps. Parce que voilà, vu qu'il y a une vague toutes les minutes 30, en fait, entre les deux vagues, le plan d'eau n'a pas vraiment le temps de devenir complètement lisse. En fait, les plus belles vagues, c'est quand ils arrêtent la machine, qu'il reste 5 minutes, et là, il y a une vague glacie, et là, c'est vraiment beau. Mais bon, ça fait qu'une vague toutes les 5 minutes, donc voilà. Donc Jamie Mitchell va prendre sa dernière vague.
Yeah, throughout the pool, they have these drainage systems,
Yeah.
so they try to minimize
Exactly.
the reverb and all of the backwash, but it's just impossible, especially when you only have a minute and a half or so between
Yeah.
waves. They try to let it calm down as much as possible, but definitely the best wave in this wave pool is when it's been calm for
Yeah.
more than 5 minutes and
Exactly.
it's real glassy. But due to time constraints, we have to keep it going, and here we go. This is our rider, Jamie Mitchell, #1 paddler in the world, now trying his stuff at stand-up paddling. Almost kind of loses it on the
Yeah.
drop, but recovers nicely with a big roundhouse, and then a little check turn all the way through. And then the wave is so quick.
Yeah.
It
You need to
is
be quick.
done. You have to be working hard from the start.
Donc vu que la vague est très courte, en fait, il faut vraiment pas perdre de temps, il faut être très rapide. Donc là, on a pu voir qu'au bottom, il a perdu un petit peu de temps en se déséquilibrant. Et après son premier turn, avant de faire le bottom, il s'est redressé un petit peu. Et voilà, c'est vrai qu'il faut éviter de perdre du temps.
There he drops
Voilà.
in. See him
On voit son replay.
almost
Hop.
loses it right there.
Heureusement, il avait la pagaie pour se rattraper. Par contre, premier bottom, voilà, il attend un petit peu, alors qu'il n'aurait pas dû attendre. Il aurait dû faire tout de suite son bottom pour vraiment aller chercher un petit peu plus de creux. Ce qui fait que voilà, le deuxième turn était assez moyen. Et donc, troisième turn, il fait snapper un petit peu les fins. Donc, je pense qu'il a décidé d'assurer.
And you see how shallow it gets right there. It's hard concrete, so
Yeah, yesterday on my left, I tried to do a reverse, and I
Yeah.
just stuck my face on the, on
In
the
fact,
concrete.
I see a little bit
Yeah.
right there on your lip.
And I just stuck really smoothly, but it's like sandpaper, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't want people sliding.
Exactly.
But it definitely will give you a little bit of an abrasion.
Non, donc là,
from
on
the
disait qu'au
bottom.
bord, c'est du béton, donc avec un antidérapant. Et hier, sur ma dernière gauche, j'ai essayé de faire un reverse et je suis tombé, mais tout doucement, la tête sur le béton, mais vraiment tout doucement. Et vu que c'est comme du papier de verre, je me suis râpé le nez et la lèvre, donc il faut quand même faire attention.
And on the first day, Jamie Mitchell caught a left
Yeah.
and went into the
On his
wall
first
during-
wave, I think.
on the expression
Yeah.
session and dinged his board and had some damage. So
Yeah.
it's, there's some dangers here.
Yeah.
You have to be careful as we watch Bo Nixon. This will be his final attempt here for the sudden death round. Fades really deep, goes up at the whitewater and completes it, but not.
It's not easy to do a foam climb here. Me, I prefer to don't try foam climb.
Right, and
Because
he-
you lose a wave.
And he was going, fading really deep. I think he had the right idea. He just
Yeah.
needed a fraction of a second earlier on the bottom turn. We'll see here. Trying to get close to the wall so he can maximize
Yeah.
that section that's just ahead of him. But got a little bit tripped up in the white water. And then did a nice job completing that turn, but the rest of the wave was
He
gone.
was, yeah. Maybe it was better to try a bottom turn more long. He tried to do a short bottom turn for to arrive really on the critical part of the wave. But... Donc on voit que Bonixon a essayé de faire vraiment un bottom turn assez court pour aller taper la partie la plus critique. Mais voilà, là, il a fini par taper la mousse et faire un foam, je sais plus comment dire en français, enfin, voilà, monter sur la mousse à la mairie et c'est pas passé parce que c'est pas facile de faire des rollers sur la mousse, sur cette vague.
And there you see our lifeguard staff and the stairs where they would enter if an emergency would occur. And we got to say once again, thank you so much to the Wadi Adventure staff. They've been such great hosts. So stoked to see us here. I really feel like very welcome.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
the people here are really welcoming.
Yeah, and it's the whole country has been, everywhere we've gone, has been very welcoming. And like we've been saying, I can't wait for Sunday to
Yeah.
get in the water with the kids
With the
and
kids.
watch them do it for the first time and see the look on their faces.
Yeah, for sure. Donc c'est sûr, là ce qu'on disait c'est que les gens d'Abu Dhabi nous ont vraiment bien accueillis, les gens de Wadi Aventure pareil. Et donc là c'est Fernando qui va prendre sa dernière vague. Bottom. Oh, un beau snap. Par contre voilà, il reste un petit peu bloqué dans la mousse. Deuxième snap. Et il va essayer de faire une troisième manœuvre pour bien finir sa vague. Ah. Voilà, dommage pour la troisième manœuvre.
Ooh, that gets really shallow. You gotta
Yeah.
watch your fins right there.
Yeah, because it just cuts your feet. It's dangerous.
So Fernando, that was his final attempt here for the sudden death round. The first snap had a lot of power.
Yeah.
It was done in the critical part of the wave. The tail came out very nicely. However, his second and third turn got a little bit of a hiccup right there. That was pretty radical. He,
Yeah.
kind of forced it a little bit. And by this time, the wave is pretty much over. But just trying to milk the score. And you know who has the hardest job of everything going on is the judges.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
how do you decipher and analyze
Yeah.
every single bit of the turn? It's a really tough job to do.
But they are doing a really good job because for me it's so good that they judge like surfing,
Right.
Really the flow, the rail, surfing, and the critical part of the wave.
Yeah.
And all the judges are surfing really well.
Yeah.
Because we were surfing with them. They are ripping, I
Yeah.
see a guy doing a 360, I think it's David from France.
Yeah.
He do a 360 backside,
Yeah. No,
And
it's always
so good.
It's comforting when you're a surfer and when you're a
Me, I'm
competitor
so confident with
to
this.
see the judges that can actually do some surfing,
Exactly.
and you feel like you know what they're talking about. And we see that beautiful backdrop, that
Yeah, the
huge mountain. There's birds flying into the nests on the mountain. I heard falcons are very popular around here. We saw some goats yesterday, and this wave is going through unwritten, but we're just showing you that mountain range there. And now it's time for the Goofy Foot heat.
Donc on voyait les montagnes qui sont en arrière-plan de la piscine, donc c'est une montagne qui est très haute, il y a 1300 mètres d'altitude, donc en plein milieu du désert, c'est vraiment des très beaux paysages.
And actually, Remy, looking out this way at this shot, that is where they're going to build an incredibly large ski and snowboarding dome. that
crazy.
you can actually purchase a lodge or a condo inside
Yeah.
and live inside this dome. In the hot desert, they're going to have snowboarding and skiing. Just a small part of the engineering marvels that are
Yeah, it's
in this
crazy.
part of the world. The UAE and Dubai, Abu Dhabi, they are really keen on showing what mankind can do and the modern marvels and the engineering greatness that's all around here.
For sure. Donc là, il expliquait que donc à droite de la piscine, en fait, ce qu'on a vu en arrière-plan là, juste avant, sur les montagnes, ils vont construire la plus grande piste de ski indoor. Je crois que c'est 7 km sur 6 et avec des maisons, ils vont reproduire Aspen, Avoriaz, voilà, donc avec des maisons en bas des pistes. Donc c'est assez incroyable. C'est ce qu'on a pu voir à Dubaï, à Abu Dhabi, parce que voilà, ils poussent vraiment les limites de l'ingénierie et de ce que l'homme peut faire et modifier la nature. Bon, c'est sûr que pour le bilan carbone, c'est pas top, hein, mais bon, c'est ce qu'ils aiment ici, faire des gros buildings, mais bon. En tout cas, les gens, ce qu'on expliquait tout à l'heure en anglais, les gens d'Abu Dhabi, de Wadi Adventure, de l'hôtel 101, tout le monde nous a vraiment super bien accueillis. Les gens sont super excités de voir du surf dans le désert et de nous accueillir dans leur pays. Donc on est vraiment tous très contents d'être là. Et on a hâte d'être à dimanche où on va donc enseigner pour les enfants d'Abu Dhabi. On va leur apprendre le stand-up. Il faut savoir qu'il y en a beaucoup, j'ai vu à la piscine par exemple de l'hôtel, il y a quand même beaucoup de gens qui ne savent pas nager et à la piscine ils étaient avec des gilets de sauvetage. I was telling that on the swimming pool on the hotel, a lot of people on the swimming pool are with life vests.
Oh yeah.
Because I think a lot of Abu Dhabi people they don't know how to swim.
Swim, yeah.
And it will be nice and challenging to learn stand-up paddle for them on Sunday.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I know that you don't have that much access to bodies of water around here unless you live near the coastline.
Exactly.
And to see the water sports making it so deep into the desert is pretty cool because, you know, they wouldn't have the chance otherwise. And this is Daniel Hughes getting ready for his first left attempt. I believe he's going to do 2 lefts and then 1 closeout, and the same for Noah Janela from Hawaii. So we got a Californian and 2 Hawaiians, 1 from Maui, Connor Baxter, 1 from Oahu. And here goes Daniel Hughes on this left, nice big bottom turn, carving it right in the pocket right there. Just took a little bit too long on that first turn though.
Yeah.
You need to have that first turn be very, very efficient. If you take too long, you miss the rest of the wave and miss a good score.
And you really need to do the turn on the pocket.
Yeah.
Because if you stay too much high, you just talk, because it's not so many power in
Right.
the top of the wave.
Right.
It's down the wave where you can find the power.
So that was an excellent first turn.
Yeah,
If
for
he
sure.
just could get his body moving
Yeah.
more down the line, a fraction of a second quicker, just is caught behind and can do nothing except.
Yeah, for this one, it's not easy to surf this wave. Donc c'est
Right.
vraiment pas facile à surfer parce que voilà, on a pu voir la Daniel Hug qui a envoyé un beau snap, mais à mon avis, il est resté un petit peu trop longtemps sur son pied arrière. Il aurait dû vraiment faire la transition pied avant plus tôt pour vraiment refaire partir la planche. Parce que voilà, en haut de vague, il n'y a pas beaucoup de puissance. La puissance est vraiment en bas de vague. Donc c'est vraiment au bottom. Il faut aller chercher de la vitesse, de l'énergie. Et en haut, vraiment s'alléger au maximum pour pas trop rester collé en haut.
And now it's Noah Janela from Cavella, from the north shore of Oahu. And actually, he was riding his Alaya board
Yeah, I
out
see
there
him.
yesterday.
Really good.
And that was really cool. And I think we're going to get some more Alaya action later today in between some of the rounds because that was just really cool. I'm sure that's the first time anyone's ever ridden an Alaya board inside the wave pool here.
Yeah, maybe. Donc, hier, on a vu Noah Ginella, donc, qui est du North Shore d'Oahu. Il a surfé 2 vagues avec son Alaya et il surfe bien en Alaya. Il a fait 2,360. Et comme il disait, c'est peut-être la première fois qu'il y a un mec en Alaya dans la piscine. Donc là, on voit Noah qui rame. Voilà pour partir sur sa première gauche. Voilà, take off, bon bottom. Premier snap, voilà, là il est vraiment reparti nickel, bon flow. Cutback, pagaie inversé, très bien. Ah, un petit foam climb et il tombe.
It looked, I mean, he had really nice paddle transitions on
Yeah.
that one. I think the
Good
judges
style.
also look at that for the style
Yeah.
and for the judging, how you use
Good
your paddle.
flow.
Very good flow. Almost looked like his second turn. We'll see it here. The first turn was was very nice. It wasn't as powerful, as critical as some of the other surfers we've seen, but this paddle transition right there was very nice. He almost went a little too far though, and couldn't get that third turn. Couldn't get any quality on that third turn. So just a 2-turn score there for Noah Janela.
And it's a challenge on this wave. You know, it's you need to surfing like on the millimeter. You know, if you just go 10 centimeter more inside or more outside, you're lost. It's quite difficult. You know, and it's quite challenging, and it's really good. Donc, ce qui est vraiment intéressant, ce qui est pas facile pour surfer cette vague, c'est qu'il faut vraiment être très précis. Vraiment, si on fait le snap à 10 cm un peu trop loin, ou si on revient dans la mousse 10 cm trop à l'intérieur, on perd la vague. Donc, pour bien surfer la vague, c'est pas facile.
That's one of the most precious resources here in the desert. You saw the water jug down there for the competitors, and some of the guys making sure they stay hydrated here, because it is, you know, it's hot and it's dry, and you definitely need to keep the water flowing through you to have that energy for the whole day, especially if everybody is here to win.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be in the winner's circle or in the final, you're going to surf, especially for these sudden death guys, you're going to be surfing a lot.
For sure. And I think with the water, with the chlor, you dry more your mouth, I think.
Yeah. And here's Noah with a nice turn there and another little snap. So he's going to take 2 lefts and 1 closeout. Daniel Hughes is just going to take 1 left that we saw, and then he'll do the closeout.
I think it's because they share the board. Because Daniel Hook board not arrive, you know, from California.
We had a few of those little baggage mishaps on the way here.
Because we are quite far. Everybody travels so much, you know, to come here.
Yeah.
Donc en fait, Daniel Hugues et Noah, ils partagent la même planche, parce que Daniel a pas reçu ses planches de Californie. Parce que c'est vrai que tout le monde a beaucoup voyagé pour arriver jusqu'ici. Et avec les connexions, tout ça, il a pas eu ses planches.
So now the operator for the wave pool machine is turning it to the closeout wave, and Connor Baxter will be up first. He has chosen to ride all 3 of his waves to be the closeout. We'll see how that strategy pays off for him. And Daniel Hughes will get 2 chances at a closeout, and Noah will get 1 more chance at the closeout wave to see if he can get that 1 big score to get the top 2 spots of these 9 athletes. That is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, for sure. Donc là, il y a beaucoup de pression, comme il disait, parce que donc voilà, il y a que 2 personnes qui vont passer dans les quarts de finale. Et donc en fait, la stratégie de Connor, ça a été c'est de prendre 3 close-out. Daniel Hugues, 1 gauche et 2 close-out. Et Noah Ginella, 2 gauches et 1 close-out. On dirait que le vent baisse un petit peu. It looks like the wind is dropping a little bit.
It definitely does.
It's still strong, but
we're watching the trees and the flags around here, and still more windy than yesterday, but definitely not as windy as it was this morning.
Because when we arrived for the free surfing, it was crazy.
I was getting cold out there. I was like, how am I cold in the desert? But the wind that was that strong that it was putting a little chill, especially when you're out there getting wet. I'm Rocky Cannon. This is Remy Keek. French by way of Brazil right now, so he's representing 2 countries.
Both. Yeah, I represent both.
Yeah, he can do that proudly. That's not a problem at all. And you see a list of our sponsors here, and especially thank you to Wadi Adventure Park and the Abu Dhabi Yacht and Sailing Club. I'm sure we'll be able to meet some of those representatives tomorrow when we go back to Abu Dhabi. The city we're in right now is actually called Al Ain, A-L-A-I-N, and it's pretty deep into the desert, about 2 hours away from Abu Dhabi. We had a nice bus ride from Abu Dhabi to Al Ain, and we'll be headed back there tonight. But
really nice road with so many trees in the middle of the road, and I think I read that it's an oasis. We say like that in English? Oasis.
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 Yes.
It's an oasis here.
Yeah, for sure. This is everything an oasis has is nice clean water, lots of trees around, lots of food and refreshment. So we definitely feel like we're in an oasis right now with the Wadi Adventure Park and everything that they have here. And our viewing spot, we're in the air condition right now. It's pretty nice. Watching Connor Baxter wait for his first attempt of this sudden death round. He's got his sunglasses on, which is not a bad idea because it's so bright. The glare off the water can be quite painful for your eyes.
Because it's so blue, the water is so blue, you know?
Yeah.
It's like surfing on the Maldives, you know?
Yeah. Well, I've never been there before, but I'm sure.
I've been there 2 times. It's amazing.
Yeah, I have some friends that have been there quite a few times, and
You
they
need
say
to
it's
go.
pretty awesome.
Donc voilà, on disait que Connor Baxter, il a gardé ses lunettes de soleil parce que voilà, le soleil est très fort avec l'eau qui est bleu turquoise. Il y a beaucoup de réverbération. Donc il surfe avec ses lunettes.
I also have to say a big mahalo, very much thank yous to Turtle Bay Resort. They have been such a supporter of stand-up paddle and stand-up paddle surfing that they are very much on the forefront of growing the sport.
For sure.
Here's Connor. Nice first turn, and then goes for the little boost. Gets a little bit of air,
Yeah.
not above the wave, but his fins
Fins
came
free.
out.
Yeah, fins free.
So that's the
Voilà.
first kind of fins-free attempt we've seen
Yeah.
on that closeout today so far. So
Donc aujourd'hui, de cette série de mort subite, c'est la première vague où on voit quelqu'un qui sort un peu des fils. Donc voilà, premier snap, voilà sur le rail, bien. Après prise de vitesse. Et
see, he has
là-
a very wide stance.
Yeah, really
Ready,
wide.
yeah, you want to get that nice stability for those big turns like that.
Donc les jambes assez écartées, mais voilà quand même un bon style. Et bon, il faut savoir que Connor est avant tout un racer, c'est l'un des meilleurs racers au monde. Hein. Il est champion du monde de race, mais il surfe aussi, il surfe très bien. Surtout hier, je l'ai vu envoyer vraiment des très beaux airs.
Are you going to be making it to Hawaii this year or maybe next year?
I think I will go to Brazil for the Brazilian leg and at the end of the month, and I really want to go on Sunset. This year I was not able to go, because for me January I'm working a lot in January. It's Brazilian holiday,
Oh, okay.
and I have a hotel there and a surf school and kite school, and I was so busy. But,
Yeah.
and it was. I really wanted to go to Sunset, but when I see the wave, it's so big, man. I like big wave, but it was
That was
really
huge.
big. It was,
That was huge.
maybe if I was there, I don't know if I was able to take good wave.
Yeah, it's Sunset is a very tricky spot,
Yeah.
especially when you're standing up paddling, and it was huge for
It
this
was-
year's event.
I see
It was very big.
the webcast. It was just big, really big.
Well, when you do come out to Hawaii, make sure you come and see me at Turtle Bay, and
Yeah.
we'll have a good time out there. And so we see this is Noah. Sorry, that's Daniel Hughes,
Daniel Hughes, yeah, nice re-entry.
and he was looking for that aerial maneuver. He's known for being able to get up
Nice
in the air.
yeah.
But that one just couldn't let him up in the air.
Maybe a little bit
as
late.
much. Yeah. But
Yeah.
he's got one more chance at a closeout.
Yeah.
And coming up next will be Noah Janela. It'll be his final attempt for this sudden death round. So he really needs to do something spectacular here.
Donc là, on vient de voir Daniel Hughes qui est vraiment spécialiste des aériens. On l'a vu faire des beaux airs hier. Donc là, en l'occurrence, il était un petit peu en retard pour taper la dernière section, donc il n'a pas pu décoller. Et donc le prochain, c'est Noah Ginella qui va prendre sa dernière vague, donc qui est un close-out.
And in the distance, you see the whitewater rafting, the
Yeah.
kayaking going on here at the Wadi Adventure Park. They're going to get taken up the lift and then dropped back into the run. And have you had a chance to go and
No,
see
not
the
yet,
rapids?
not
I
yet.
haven't either, so I'm
I really want to
hoping-
try it.
I'm
Looks
hoping we
so
have some time
funny.
today.
Yeah. Donc là, on voit les kayaks qui sont en train de monter, parce que donc il y a deux pistes de kayak artificielles. Et a priori, il y en a qui s'entraînent pour les Jeux Olympiques. Et donc voilà, là, ils prennent l'ascenseur pour monter. Et après, donc ils descendent les rapides. Il y a plein de des obstacles. Donc on n'a pas encore essayé tous les deux. Il y en a qui ont essayé hier. Je crois que c'était Zen. Ils sont partis faire du rafting. À mon avis, il y a moyen de descendre aussi avec un stand-up gonflable, mais bon, c'est une rivière artificielle, donc les blocs, c'est des blocs en béton quand même, donc en stand-up, faut pas tomber. Ah, là c'est Noah qui rame.
And here goes Noah's final attempt on the closeout. Nice bottom turn, and not really too much
Yeah.
on the first turn, but gets a lot of speed
Wow.
and gets in the air. One foot comes off and
Yeah.
is unable to complete. So Noah Janela
This one was nice.
just a little bit off balance on the last one. You can see a little bit of frustration throwing
Yeah.
his leash, and he's going to give his board to Daniel Hughes to let him try now.
And I think that the closeout is better on the left because with the side offshore wind, you can feel that the wind help you to.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
It's
on the
got
right-
just enough angle.
Yeah. Donc Connor Baxter, on voit qu'il s'est bien ramé. Voilà, il profite du backwash.
You see what he's most known for there too is his racing skills, and
Yeah.
that's the same kind of pump that you see him do when he's leading the pack for those long distance races.
And we're looking forward to see him on Saturday for the race.
Well, it'll
in
be
Abu Dhabi.
interesting because everybody will be on inflatables.
Yeah.
So at least that could be part of a level playing field.
Like the wave, everybody on the same.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that's when the sport of surfing or stand-up paddle surfing has the best chance of Olympic consideration.
Yeah.
Just like in the X Games, when you see the skateboarders use the same ramp, that's the thing that's been kind of the Achilles heel, if you will. The very difficult part of competitive surfing is always having to depend on the ocean conditions,
Exactly.
which can change in an instant.
Yeah.
So having a consistent surface really helps put surfing and stand-up paddle surfing and even racing on
Yeah.
the consideration for Olympic competition.
Donc Connor qui part, je pense que c'est sa dernière vague. Voilà, un bon snap, un peu plus à plat que le snap de la vague d'avant. Et un re-entry.
So nice combination there.
Yeah.
Didn't get the fins as free as he wanted to get, but it was definitely a solid first turn, backed up with a pretty decent second turn on the closeout. Here you see him taking off pretty close to the wall and looking pretty cool with the sunglasses on. I gotta say, he might have to get a little extra style points for having the sunglasses on. But kind of got a little hung up on that pump right there, and it affected his snap on the end. But still, pretty good ride for Connor.
Yeah.
And he'll have, I think
he
one
had
more
free
chance.
good ride. He had free good ride.
Yeah. And
Maybe the second was the best.
yeah, where he had that
Yeah.
nice fins free. Wasn't above the lip, but it definitely was out in front of the wave. And this will be Daniel Hughes' last chance, last attempt to try to sneak into the quarterfinals. And in the quarterfinals, we got Jan Vaz from Brazil, his brother Caio also there, yourself, Remy, you are in the quarterfinals, Leiko Salazar, Cody Kerbox, and Zane Schweitzer with a perfect 10 yesterday was able to catapult himself into the quarterfinals. And Connor will have one more chance after Daniel, I believe.
Yeah.
Because he's got two waves so far. He chose all three closeouts, which was an interesting strategy. But I think it's interesting of what you said, what you would do. You would actually go for at least one backside wave to get that power.
Donc voilà, premier petit snap de Daniel. Et
Oh, there
sympa,
was,
voilà, un petit air bien plaqué.
Definitely got his board and his fins up out of the water, a little bit more above the lip than Connor's aerial. That was, however, he chose to just do the pump all the way down the line instead of trying to fit that first turn in. And it looked like his timing was a little off because he had to kind of bunny hop it a little bit. But nonetheless, a pretty good score. And if you're going to go out with your last wave, you got to give yourself the best chance.
For sure. Yeah.
There's a nice shot right
Nice
there
shot.
on Noah Janela's board.
Yeah. Donc voilà, on vient de voir donc Daniel Hugues qui a envoyé un petit air, un petit peu forcé parce que je pense qu'il avait perdu un petit peu de vitesse, mais voilà, il a sorti les fins et la borne, donc on va voir ce que les juges vont lui donner comme note. Et donc dernière vague de Connor Baxter pour cette série mort subite. Et donc on va voir bientôt quels vont être les deux riders qui vont passer en quart de finale.
So Connor's waiting for his final attempt here. He's got to feel pretty good about his second score, but you know, Connor, he always is trying to push the limits.
Yeah.
He's a winner. You know, he's not satisfied with second place.
For sure.
So he is going to be trying to do his best on this last wave here. Rocky Cannon with Remy Keek. Remy already in the quarterfinals, did very well yesterday. And here goes Connor on this left. Drops in nicely, a little bit of a off-balance drop, but he recovers nicely and then goes for the little click, tap, aerial, same, kind of similar to his first wave. Got the fins free, but didn't get above the lip.
I think the first was better.
And it was a little more controlled and he had a little more flow.
Donc là, Connor Baxter donc, qui est parti sur sa dernière vague. Premier bottom. Voilà, un petit snap qui finit un petit peu à plat, mais qui était quand même pas mal. Voilà, et un petit bottom pour envoyer le tail.
Yeah, nice little tail
Je
whip
pense
there. He
que
had
sa première
control.
vague était mieux. Expression session, hein, c'est? Is it expression session?
And I'm hearing our contest director, Tristan Boxford, outside of the Waterman League, letting the competitors know that we're going to have a little bit of expression session time, and some of the Wahines are going to get out there and paddle and catch a couple waves. And coming up very soon, we'll be getting into the quarterfinals. We got heat number 1 with Ian Voss and whoever is going to be the first seed into the quarterfinals from the sudden death round. Then in heat number 2, we'll have Leiko Salazar, the current world champion. Will be in heat number 2 with Cody Kerbox, the young, exciting kid from Maui. And then Kyle Vaz in heat 3, along with this man right here, Remy Keek. And then we're going to get to Zane Schweitzer in heat number 4 with the second seed from this sudden death round.
Donc là, il y a une petite pause avec une expression session et donc les filles vont se mettre à l'eau. Donc là, c'est le hit de mort subite est fini. Et donc pour les quarts de finale, il y a Yann Vass et le premier de la série mort subite. Après la série 2, c'est Leiko Salazar contre Cody Kerbox. La série 3, Caio Vaz et moi. Et la série 4, Zen Schweizer et le deuxième des quarts de la série mort subite.
So we are going to sign off for right now, but we'll be back in just a few minutes. We're going to let you guys watch the expression session without commentary, but we'll be back very shortly. Remy Keek is going to get ready for his quarterfinals. And Remy, best of luck to you, brother. I hope you do well. And we'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Noah just screwed her over. That was hers.
Open news right here. Here we go. Okay, Dan Saturday around there, and how'd it go for you, man?
I don't know. The first wave, I chose one
here we
left
go. Got
and
the
then
girls
two closeouts.
stoked.
The
What do you
first
think,
left,
Bo?
I tried
How
a
you
really
think this
hard
little
turn
expression
and
session is
didn't
gonna
quite
go?
make it. And the second
They are.
closeout one, I kind of blew it, didn't get there. I don't know if it was enough.
So what made you choose closeouts
Been
and lift?
surfing good all day. Looks
Well,
like the wind's
I chose the
maybe
one
dropping
left
right
because
now,
it was
and here we
really
go.
windy and it was getting really hard to do like a powerful maneuver on like the closeout section. But then as the wind died, the two closeouts seemed like a logical choice just to try and boost air and like just get the scores higher.
Right on, man. But overall, you've had a good time out here so far?
Yeah,
you
I
think?
have. I really hope I make it through the quarterfinals.
Oh, we'll find out soon, man. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
Okay, Connor, tell me about it. How'd that Sunday round go for you?
Yeah, it went good. Chose 3 closeouts. Wind seemed to die a little bit, so definitely made a good choice, but didn't perform as well as I wanted. Trying to get in the air, but just couldn't do it. Still super stoked to be here, though. I mean, it's amazing, so much fun. I mean, this is just such a sick playground for us, and yeah, I'm stoked to be here, and can't wait for the expression session.
Right on. Good job, man. Thanks, Connor. No, I saw one of your waves out
It went good. It was fun. I opted for 2 lefts and one of the closeouts, knowing that the wind was up a lot earlier, and the lefts were giving more score potential. But as it came to my heat, the wind died, so I should have probably done a couple of closeouts. And I had one, which was fun, but with the closeouts, it helps to get like one under your belt and work your way into the maneuver, at least for me. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't get the scores I needed, so yeah, this is a life or death situation here in this round. So I just died. But no, it's super fun. I'm gonna be definitely looking for my opportunity to sneak a couple waves here. So wish I was still going, but that's how it goes. Just yeah, but I'd like to say hi to my family if they're watching, and yeah, and let you guys all know it's really hot here.
there. Right on. Thanks, Noah.
All right.
Oh, you can smell it. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Live feed, I am right. I haven't taken a shower since Hawaii. Alright, so local boy Kieran Taylor made it through the finals. Stoked. I'm just gonna put this in a Y, is that okay?
Noah Janela, we would like you to grab your special Live water and get it to the next 5 minutes. Your special Thanks, man. So we have final results from that sudden death round. As expected, winning the sudden death round and advancing through non-sponsors donations. Second spot going to a resident here in Abu Dhabi, Kieran Taylor from Australia. Through to the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Kieran Taylor. Fun match. And
check an email, but how do you do that back button? your buttons are all messed up. Good, smile, make it sexy. Let's do that look. Yeah, like that. Alright. Yes. Make one of me now. Yeah. Are you putting any of these in the bracer? Yeah.
All right, aloha and welcome back to live coverage here from the United Arab Emirates, the Abu Dhabi All-Stars Stand-Up Paddle Surfing Championship here at the Wadi Adventure Park, brought to you by the Waterman League and the Stand-Up World Tour. I'm Rocky Cannon with Remy Keek, and we are now into our quarterfinals.